Hello, my jellyfitters. My name is Jim, and this is your daily Brogue for the 13th of July, I believe, 2025. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk a little bit about art and AI, which I've been doing. Uh, Basically, I've been talking a lot about how art, pop art, popular things like movies and things like that are generally quite formulaic and probably be generated by AI, at least AI in the most part, in the future. It may turn out even to be cheaper to have AI put out lots of crap to get a few things that are good than to hire people to get things that are no worse than mediocre, and occasionally good on purpose, right? Um, so, because AI will be able to make things fairly rapidly in comparison to human beings. There'll be a time in between where there'll be a balance where AI is mostly tools for creators, helping them to do things faster and more cheaply. But at some point, AI will take over all art, all movies, let's say, all comic books. They will all be produced by artificial intelligence, and that it would not be surprising. I'm not saying this, but that would not be surprising if this was in 10 to 20 years. Um, though that's not a prediction, because I'm not convinced that AI will scale the way that some of the AI advocates think it will scale. Although, I mean, that's sort of based on what's happened in the past. It's more based on a very hopeful version of what happened in the past. So, um, so my guess is that we will have these improvements. It's just that I don't think they'll be. I'm not sure that they'll actually happen to the full extent that they could. The technology might not be up to it, right? And not in a fundamental way, but in just a practical way, which is kind of boring, right? In a fundamental way, that would I'd be saying that AI could not replace human beings in making movies. I feel that it's not a practical limitation. I don't think it's a fundamental limitation. I think it's a practical limitation. And even if it turns out that it's very difficult for the kind of AI we have now to do these things, there is a likelihood that it could become feasible using another technology later. Okay, fire dance, made it. Okay. Unfortunate. Okay, this is tough. Depth 3. I don't think I can take a chance on banded male. Well, I've got strength 14. So let's take a chance on the width. Okay. Good thing about the alcove is that the jelly can't get behind me. How do I get there? Oh, it's down here. All right. Go. No good information on the whip yet. Still have a lot of weight, a lot of people to kill. So pop art probably will not replace human beings. But how about, or pop art probably will be replaced, have AI replace human beings. Let's see how to say this, right? Um, so movies, comic books, video games, these sorts of things that aren't very deep, that are very formulaic. Video games, most formulaic of all of those, but a Marvel movie is basically all formula. They gross millions and millions of dollars. So these will be able to be made more cheaply. Which means if you like them, there'll be more of them around for you at some point. At least one of them survived. Oh, Okay, good. Mm, the armor is protected. Good. The best art. Um, that more or less has to do something with this human experience. It's actually just the opposite of what you're looking for from pop art. So pop art, you want to get to the average experience. You want to get the average person to enjoy what you're making. You want you want characters to be relatable in some sense. You want the expected thing to happen. they need some food. So for the art that people want to use to get themselves thinking, um, then they'd have to look at something more akin to something done by a human being. Now, you may have noticed a couple of days ago, doubted that most people who go to, say, the theater to performance art are really looking for something challenging, something deep, something that will make them think. Instead, I was under the impression so I think, in fact, a lot of that stuff will be able to be done by AI. Things that have a tendency to Bog monsters. These are bog monsters. I'm not sure what's going on. So, oh, it's starting to rain. Lost the good one. That's unfortunate. Let's see. There we go. Very little chance of anything over here, but low on food. Yeah, maybe being low on food doesn't mean I should go searching. Oh, that's a pretty good clairvoyance. G, descent. Maybe lost my other guy there. Here by K. Fire immunity. Uh, Yeah, probably should have thrown the incendiary dart earlier. Anyway, where are we? I am doubtful that we can get really, really true art. Because art requires insight into the human condition. So high art at some point will not be done by AI. And there'll be one more thing we want to talk about.